Hey yo, football fans, it's another great year. Fantasy football fiends, grab your beer. Giving you the best draft tips for all your picks. Starts and sits to the waiver wire fix. From my drafts galore to stats that's hardcore. Triple F does it all, have y'all screaming more. So sit back, relax, let the experts prevail. JT Magnum, Siggy guns never fail.
What is up, fantasy football fans? My name is JT Magnum, and unfortunately, I have no Siggy tonight. I guess he's not feeling well, and I'm gonna have to do the show solo. I tried to tweet out for some quick help to make some picks for him, but nobody responded fast enough, so I'm gonna have to do the show solo. So you have to deal with me. So let's talk about Thursday night's game. I didn't watch very much of it. I watched the second half, and Carolina killed them, Tampa Bay. And I'm going to talk Mike Glennon. I know he had 275 yards passing, but I saw him miss so many open guys. It was unreal. He probably could have had 400 yards passing. He just missed so many open dudes. He missed so many checkdowns. He missed a lot of stuff. And it was just really horrible to watch in general. Tampa Bay is just really horrible to watch, period. And it's a shame. I think they should get rid of their coach. I think he's not doing a great job, and I think they need to change. And that's all I'm going to say. That was just a really horrible performance. Cam Newton went off. Cam Newton did a great job, and Carolina's just a really good team. And they're above 500 for the first time since like 2008, I believe. So kudos to them. But let's get down to the picks. The first game we'll talk about is Dallas at Detroit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick Detroit, because they're at home. Reggie Bush, Calvin Johnson's healthier, and I know Dallas is really good offensively, but they are on the road. It's be a little bit different, and Detroit's defense can get after the quarterback, and Dallas is still minus DeMarcus Ware, so I'm going to go ahead and pick Detroit in that one. I think they'll pull it out. Cleveland at Kansas City. I'm always picking against Kansas City. I'm not going to pick against them this time because they're at home, and Cleveland has Brandon Weeden, who is just absolutely horrible. He's just driving me absolutely bonkers. He can't hit anybody, and Kansas City's going to dominate him. So I got Kansas City winning at home. Miami at New England. I'm going to go ahead and pick New England. New England's playing better football. They should have beat the Jets last week. Could have beat the Jets, but didn't pull it out. And Miami, they struggled against the Bills. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick New England in that one. Buffalo is playing at New Orleans. I'm going to go ahead and pick New Orleans because they're playing at home. We all know how Drew Brees is at home. Buffalo's a little banged up in the secondary, but still, even if they weren't, I'm going to pick New Orleans at home. But Buffalo is a very dangerous team, and New Orleans is going to find out firsthand. It might be a little closer than everybody thinks, but I got New Orleans in this one. New York Giants at Philadelphia. I'm going to pick Philly at home. Michael Vick's playing this time. And the Giants, I don't think their offense or defense can hang with Philadelphia's offense. So I'm going to pick Philadelphia at home. So far, I picked every home team. Except for Jacksonville. Although they're not really playing at home. I'm going to pick at San Francisco at Jacksonville. I'm going to pick the Jaguars. Just kidding. The 49ers. It's Jacksonville, and San Francisco should dominate that game. Whether it's in Wembley Stadium in London or not, San Francisco would dominate that game. New York Jets at Cincinnati. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick the Bengals. They have the better defense in my opinion, but the Jets defense is tough, but Andy Dalton's playing really good football right now, and so is AJ Green. So I'm going to pick the Bengals in this one. Pittsburgh at Oakland. This is a really tough one, but I'm going to pick the Steelers. They're playing a lot better. They've been playing better offense now that Le'Veon Bell is running for them, and their defense is getting a little bit better as well. So I'm definitely going to take Pittsburgh in this one. So that's the first road team I've taken today. Washington at Denver. I'm going to go ahead and pick Denver. Denver at home is going to be tough to beat, and Washington cannot stop the pass. They're another team that's really horrible against the pass, and what do the Denver Broncos do best? They have Peyton Manning, and they pass the ball. So I'm going to have to pick the Denver Broncos in this one. Although I think RG3 will have a great game. Start RG3 this week if you have him. Atlanta at Arizona. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick the Falcons. Even though I think that they're minus a lot of key players and stuff like that, but Steven Jackson will play this week from what I've heard. And Arizona plays really tough defense, but I don't think it's enough to handle that Atlanta Falcon attack. And you might be able to play good defense, but their offense is really bad, and Atlanta's defense is not that bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Atlanta on that one. So that's the second road team now. Green Bay and Minnesota, I'm picking Green Bay. Minnesota just is really inept on offense. They don't know what's going on. Now Christian Ponder's starting because Freeman is now hurt with a concussion, which came out of I don't know where. I don't know what happened. He walked into a wall. I don't know what happened. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is the difference, of course. And I think Green Bay will be able to shut down Adrian Peterson like they've been able to do the last couple times. So I'm going to pick Green Bay in that one. And that's the Sunday night game. So that's the third road team I picked now, and this is going to be the fourth road team. The Monday night game, Seattle at St. Louis. I don't think St. Louis has any kind of tools whatsoever to beat the Seahawks. Seahawks are really, right now, to me, the best team in the NFL. I don't know who can beat them other than maybe the Niners if the Niners shape up offensively and get their tools back. So we'll see what happens with that. But Seattle right now is to me, the best team in the NFL. They have the best defense. Their offense isn't that great, but they get the job done with Russell Wilson, so he doesn't make any mistakes. So I'm going to pick the Seahawks in that one in a romp, and that'll do it for the picks. Guys, anything you need fantasy football-wise, whether it's sits or starts or lineup changes or things that you might need help with, trade advice, feel free to tweet at SiggyV or at JT Magnum. I'm sorry, at Optimus Magnum on Twitter. That's my Twitter. And, feel free. I'll try my best to get to it. It's better to tweet us because if you leave comments in the comment section, that's fine too. I'll get to them. But sometimes tweeting, if you don't have Twitter, obviously leave a comment. I'll get to it. But if you have Twitter, tweet at me and I'll do my best to get to the comments and I'll, answer all your questions to the best I can and as fast as I can. I mean, sometimes I am working or I am doing something, so I'll get to it as if I don't get to it, I'll try to get to it before game day. And if I don't get to it, I do apologize. But for Fantasy Football Fiends, JT Magnum, and no Siggy V, but I'm sure he'll say we're out too. Peace.